in cold blood, those that died out of starvation, which is a war crime, the spirit will never rest. The spirit of those millions of people will never rest. And they have possessed each and every one of us. As far as I'm concerned, as far as you're concerned, as far as the spirit of Biafra is concerned, those who are now bragging about coming to Biafra land in the coming days, they are in for self-destruction. The land of Biafra will swallow them. I want everybody to understand that when you hear them talking about invading Biafra land, they call them Southeast. Ask yourself, do not just be disturbed. They have been coming for the past 2 years. They are not just waking up today. They have come to our land in their thousands, and I don't think hundreds of them went back. So when you hear them bragging about militarizing and laying siege on our land, I want to inform you that we have been battling them for the past 2 years. We have witnessed air bombardment several times. We have seen military tanks everywhere in Biafra land. War is going on secretly. And the Biafra Liberation Army, the Eastern Security Network, and the spirit of Biafra is dealing with them mercilessly. And as they come for this time, I personally will be giving updates to the world. It is not hidden. We are in officially conflict, and we're not hiding the self-defense of Biafra land. So my happiness today is that this is possible because of your support. This is possible because of your encouragement. This is possible because of your involvement. This is possible because of your resilience. Irrespective of all the propaganda against what we're doing, you stand with us. You stand firm with the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, this is where we are. For the very first time in the history of Biafra, since after the war, Nigeria is trembling. And this is just the beginning. I will assure you today that in the next 3 weeks, things will never remain the same. And whatever that's going to happen will be for the interest of Biafra. Everything will turn out to be for the interest of Biafra. Today we are here to inform the Netherlands that for us to win this war that we have started since 1967, we need support, both financially, physically, and otherwise. And for those of you who find yourself in the Netherlands today and you are yet standing by the fence, waiting to see when action will start happening before you support, let me tell you, the time is coming. We may not need your support again. The time you should come out is now. With or without you, Biafra will come. But we need you as well, because we are not going to be an islander. We need people, we need all of you to understand that the fight for a nation, the fight for freedom requires a lot of resources. And Netherlands have a very big role to play. Some of you have been playing that role. We need more of you from Netherlands. And the essence of this meeting today is, if you have anything that bothers you, any reason why you are not yet part of this movement, and you think you need clarification on this answer, I am here to answer any of your questions. But before that, I want you to have a very brief explanation of how Biafra will come. Because for the many years after the Biafra war, all the people that have been coming out agitating for Biafra, we have not seen anybody except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who made it possible for us to be on this platform. I have not seen any group that we are very, very proud and boldly displaying to the public, step by step, how they intend to get Biafra. We are doing that today. So let me explain just briefly how we are going to get Biafra freedom, and nothing will stop it. We have been able to establish the Biafra Republic government in exile. Very, very crucial step, very imperative step, very important step in a liberation. We have been able to define our borders. We have presented map, undisputed map. For the very first time in the history of Biafra freedom, our map, I have not seen any group coming to say, why did you put me in the map? Because there has been a wide consultation going on that has happened in the past and continue in the present. Our new map is a map, an authentic map of Biafra, according to those who wish to be part of this nation. We have been able, for the very first time, to make public the state, structures of state of Biafra, and there are 32 in number, plus the capital territory. We have 33 states in total. We have made the state, capital, local government, district public. We continue to publish those that are yet to be made public. For the very first time, we have been able to present that to the world and to the Biafra people. For the very first time, we have established the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, not the kind of scam that other people have done in the past. We have been able to demonstrate that the Biafra government is the only authentic government that the Biafra people are loyal to. We have demonstrated that for the past 2 years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and returned to Nigeria. We sustained every Monday sit at home. It is something that nobody has ever done in the history of freedom. For the past 2 years, we sustained civil disobedience of sitting at home for 2 good years. This is the history we are making. In addition to that, we've sustained additional sit at home for many days since December last year, 2022. The first 3 days sit at home was during December time. Remember at that time, they say it is not possible. They say it was Christmas time. They say Simon Ekpa is evil. They say he don't want people to celebrate Christmas. But I told them, I was preparing your mind for what is to come. And today, they can now see the reason why we were preparing their mind for what is to come. Because that thing that is to come is coming here, and we are right inside it. The only way to fight Nigeria is using a multi-dimensional approach. We are using military approach, and we're using diplomatic approach. It is called multi-dimensional approach. Because of the complicity of Nigeria problem, because of the complicity of Nigeria itself, because of the way Nigeria was structured, you needed something unique. You needed a structure that would decimate Nigeria. You needed to bring out a model of fighting Nigeria that nobody has ever done in the past. We are not going to do the same thing you have done for the past 20 years and expect Nigeria to break up. Never. We are bringing something new. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call it new dimension. And that's where we are. The new dimension is that we are bringing a mathematics, a question that Nigeria can never solve. The more you try to solve it, the more you put yourself into a problem. The more you try to solve this mathematics, the more you expose the impurity of Nigeria to the world. The more you try to solve Simon Ekpa, the more Simon Ekpa is getting sympathy from world leaders. The more you try to solve Simon Ekpa and this particular movement that we have, the more you make mistake, the more Biafra extends, the more people are paying interest in Biafra. I want to tell everybody today that every step Nigeria is going to make will be a mistake, because we have brought a question that is unsolvable until Biafra is resolved. So I am still giving you a brief how Biafra is going to come. We have now established the state structures of Biafra, and what we are doing now is to make sure that the structure of Biafra state will be occupied by those who are genuine Biafrans, capturing the entire Biafra territory from the grassroots. Administering governance side by side simultaneously after we have given vote of no confidence to the current representative of Nigeria within Biafra territory. After that, we are going to activate the process of self-referendum. What is happening today, why you see them shouting today, is because I have made it public and they know that this is serious. Why you see them shouting about sit at home is not because they love you. When they came in the place, they say sit at home, destroying Southeast. Today, it is no longer Southeast people that are shouting about it. Sit at home. People in Yoruba land are now shouting about sit at home. People in the northern Nigeria are now shouting about sit at home. Up to the point that the chief of army staff, or whatever they call them, are now interested in the sit at home. That is to tell you they tried to deceive you using propaganda. But you know what? Consistency is the key, because finally the truth is out. You can now understand why I continue to press that Biafra people must be ready as we continue to condition their mind for what is to come. Today, the truth is out. They are now exposing how the sit at home in Biafra land is affecting entire Nigeria. And this is what I've been trying to explain to Biafrans, but some of them are very shallow in mind, and they think that when you are fighting for freedom, you are going to be enjoying everything. It is not possible, because we are not yet in conventional war. Underline the word conventional war. Conventional war is what is happening in Ukraine today. We are not yet in that particular conventional war. So if we are in conventional war, you will not be talking about going to your business. You will not be talking about sitting at home, because you will sit at home by force. If you go out, bomb will strike you dead. We are not yet in conventional war. But you know what? You have to understand that what we are doing is multi-dimensional approach. We are defending ourselves by activating the self-defense. We are also adopting democratic approach, which is getting ready for self-referendum. Self-referendum is a word that probably some of them in Nigeria are hearing it for the very first time. What is self-referendum? Biafra will make that history. By the time we are ready for this self-referendum, this noise you are hearing them making today will be skyrocketed for even more than times 1,000. That is when you are going to hear noise. If you think that you are hearing threat now, or no, I am preparing your mind. Onyendu say mental toughness. This is where it comes. So you are going to hear threat. You are going to hear all manner of things, and you think the world is falling. Stand very strong. The world is not falling. Stand very strong. They cannot do nothing. They will tell you they are going to drag you to ICC. That is when you don't know your right. They will tell you they are going to report you to Finland. That is when you don't know your right. Not somebody like me. You cannot threaten me with about right. I know my right, and I know every damn thing I am doing. And I stand to defend myself, defend whatever I do, my actions, my word, anywhere in the world. So when they come with those kind of nonsense, remember, they are primitive people in Nigeria. They know nothing about civilization. They don't know what is happening in the outside world. These are a bunch of idiots who don't know anything. These people are ignorant. They are novice. They don't know what international community means. They don't know what international law means. They don't know anything about international policy, foreign policy. They know nothing about it. So they sit in Nigeria with a Nigeria and Fulani jihadist mentality, nomadic mentality, and they start to tell you, ICC, we arrest you. Interpol, we arrest you. They don't even know what is the rule of Interpol. They don't know why Interpol. They don't know what is Interpol. Once they say Interpol arrests us, so Interpol have no business in what we are doing. They should go and research about Interpol. So when they come with all this threat, believe me, if you fall for it, it means you are not part of us. Follow what I am doing and follow me. Follow me. You are never going to make mistake. Everything I'm doing today is something that is right. It is something that must be done by somebody. And I happen to be the person doing it. I want you to understand that you must be very courageous. Do not allow intimidation. Do not allow distraction. Do not allow all these their shenanigans and threat to penetrate you. Stand very strong. They have nothing to offer. And what we are fighting for is to make sure we provide security, better life, and social amenities, social services, secure the life of our children and women, and secure their future. Nothing else. We want a country where there's going to be good road. We want a country where there's going to be a hospital. And when you see them today, we are losing 10 billion every month they sit at home. Ask them, what have they done with other 10 billions they have made for over 50 years? There is nothing to show for it. So why is it this 10 billion now more important to them than your future? There is nothing to lose. They are the one losing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say, we are going to crush everything and rebuild the nation. You think that when Biafra come, you are going to have all this nonsense structure? We will destroy everything and rebuild it. And I want you to understand that the international community will never come to your rescue until they see how serious you are. And it is not just about how serious you are. We are going to do beyond that. And it comes from how serious you in Netherlands are and what you are going to demonstrate. You need to get your people involved. You need to get your friends involved. You need to understand that what you are doing now is you are making history. The country where you are now in Netherlands, all of them, they are all people that fought for their freedom. Everybody in this world fought for their freedom one way or the other. The only thing I need from you is your support, financial, physical, otherwise, nothing else. And see how we are going to decimate Nigeria. We have defeated them. And let me tell you, since I joined the Biafra struggle, a lot of people have given me many names. And all those names are spiritual. I told you that I am a Sophia. If you think that progress is slow process, you are not talking about me. I am running speed. Even the enemies that we have expelled understand that I run speed. They say, this guy is running too much speed. And I'm telling you, that speed is just starting. So what I'm trying to say this evening is that Biafra is here, and I know the date Biafra will come. Anybody that rise up to stop Biafra by fighting me or fighting this movement will go down the next minute. You can keep the record yourself from the days Onyendo was kidnapped. Everybody that have risen up against me, where are they today? I want you to take the record by yourself. From the beginning till now, anybody that have risen up against me, the next day he is no more. And the next person is the army chief. And the next group is the Nigerian army. Because now they have come publicly. And that is the last fight. After this particular moment, you will see what God will do. Nigeria can never survive it. I welcome you all today. And I'm very happy to be with Netherlands and Obi and Uwoma and all of you that made this day possible. I thank you all. Remember that we have come to get Biafra. There is no doubt about it. And our target is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they are going to release by force. We are not begging them. When he was kidnapped, I want you all to remember that what I have been preaching is that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we must make it very expensive for Nigeria. Today, have we not succeeded in making it very expensive? Are they not crying about how much they are losing to sit at home? They try to stop sit at home. Today, they are counting their loss. And it is just the beginning. Because during these 2 weeks sit at home, we are going to make sure that not before you exploit oil from our land, you are going to suffer before you get it. That is our target. So it is going to be a simultaneous economic sanction and implementation and enforcement of the stop of revenue as the sit at home goes on. We are going to fight them from all faces, all front. And anybody who say what we are doing is not right, we challenge the person from anywhere in the world to pack his or her luggage and go to Benue State and live for 1 month without escort. Then I will listen to you. As far as you cannot do that, you don't have any reason to interfere in this freedom fighting. The only thing you can do as an American is to give us arms and ammunition. The only thing you can do as an European is to give us arms and ammunition to defend ourselves, because the defense of Biafra is also the defense of Europe. If you allow Nigeria to continue to be a country, you are going to fund and sponsor the end of Europe, because what Nigeria is going to do is to make Nigeria a safe haven for terrorists, and then from there, they are going to be launching attack in the West. They're going to be launching attack in America. I did not say it. The CIA have said it. The special rapporteur also to Sahel from United States General have said it. So it is there. And the only way to stop this impunity, the only way to stop this danger and threat to the European Union is by supporting Biafra. Biafra is going to put an end to the insurgents in the entire West Africa and beyond. I welcome you all. Good evening from here.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, the Honorable Prime Minister. They don't understand, you know. If they're in the situation room, they will know, and they will understand what you're saying. I know these people don't talk about the killings that are going on in Plateau, Sokoto, and then Benue State. But they're only talking about Biafra. And I ask you again, this question is almost, I ask this question always. How? And what do you think? And when you see that anytime they come to a place, go and burn a house, or burn houses, or burn markets, and you know, innocent civilians, you have to ask yourself question. It is because they're getting it woto. And woto is the code. You know, we will teach them the language they will not understand. You know, they say they're gonna teach us the language we understand. No, not the one they will not understand. Yeah. I am telling you. And we're capable of doing that. So the reason why we're here is tell you where the map to give you where we are, where we're heading to. So with that being said, I will call on Woma because I'm here to answer your questions, please. So is it Obi or Woma? Please get your people ready for asking questions. But those who are not from Netherlands, please don't ask questions for now. Okay, don't give suggestions. What we want to entertain is questions. Okay, thank you so much.
And then also there is a new development which during our cabinet meeting yesterday, somebody suggested that, and it's a very good one. So because of the situation we are into now, Netherlands, as you are asking questions, you are concerned, clarify issues that may be confusing to you and all of that. That particular question that has bothered you, whether it concerns me, whether it is about me or not, just concerning this struggle, that question that bothers you, and you have waited for a day like this, you're going to ask that question. This is your time and opportunity. You're welcome. The moderators, over to you. Woma and Obi.
Okay.
Yeah. Master Woma is talking. I really want to thank you, our Prime Minister. I don't really have question. One little question I have is last week we saw the tweet of solidarity, 1 million miles solidarity in Finland, and we really want Netherlands to be part of it. And since then we have not had anything. Again, my question is this still going on? And with that, I also want to use $100 to support the our liberation army, because they are doing wonderful. So it's not, they say the chairman is not share money. So I wish that my brothers and sisters from Netherlands can also support more than I have done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Woma, for that question. And thank you for your support for the Biafra Liberation Army. Yes, the solidarity work is going on, but we have postponed it until after the sit at home. So everybody should just keep your finger crossed. If you want to be part of it, we advise you to just register for the accreditation. Everybody that is going to come will have accreditation. We're going to have your details, and when you are landing, you are getting your card, accreditation card. Without that card, we are not going to allow you to come closer to even the place we are having whatever we are doing. So you need to have accreditation, which means whoever that is coming there is known to us. And so yeah, we encourage you to, if you want to come, register ahead of time and wait for the date, for the next date to be announced. But for now, we have postponed it until after the 2 weeks sit at home, which will end in August 14. Before then, we are going to announce the date.
Because you people are doing a very marvelous job. And as I can see in the spirit, I see the battle is over already because we are winning. And those who said that Biafra will not come, there is one who bet me here in Holland that if Biafra come, he's going to die. I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to kill you by myself. If Biafra come and he did not die, I'll kill you because you want to die. And you must die because Biafra must come. Because I went there to tell them, okay, Prime Minister is coming. I want you people to come. Come and ask your question, to see what we are doing, to know what we are doing, so that we can get our nation. They said, no, what are you fighting? Who are you? What are you talking? I said, okay, no problem. But I'm very, very, very happy today that what God have done, because it's not by power. No, all this, what Prime Minister is doing, is not by his power. It's by the power of our ancestors. And yesterday, I was very, very happy when I listened to the last broadcast he made. He talked about that we must give people at home some small change, because he feels people, his mind feels his own people. He have looked into spirit. You see that some people are okay with the sitting at home, but at least there are some poor people who are suffering. So, but for me, hearing that from his mind, that for now let us give, because when we give, it's part of sacrifice for the struggle. So some people who are lacking can say, okay, let me join. So I was very, very marveled yesterday when you give speech. You said we are going to give some families. We cannot reach everybody. But if you can impart some people, even that $10 is big. But if we can do that, that will also bring us more, because everything now is on our own advantage. So we need God intervention in whatever you are doing. You need advice, but you need God intervention, the spirit that will lead you, so that God will hear our prayer, so that we enter Biafra. So I don't want to talk too much, because I just want to thank you people for the job you people have done. Both the media team, every day I listen. That makes my day. I become happy. Sometimes in the morning, I listen to Van his message. I'll be working, but I follow up. So I just thank you, all of you, for coming to Netherlands to enlighten us more. And I'm going to give $100 also for you people coming to Holland. I'm very happy. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.